Shalom. Brother coming back to you with this truth. Giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation and blessing to the I can pushing this word and truth and sincerity. Little quick article, Lord willing to be edifying to a brother or two. It's from Los Angeles Times. It said, for parents in the U.S. illegally, anguish and fear over what will happen to their children. You know, because Trump, he got this executive order that he passed, you know, and he's been basically doing like raids, you know, rounding up Jake, the Northern Kingdom mainly the tribe of Issachar, you know, and deporting them out of this country, America, man. And that's the thing about it, man. Jake, you know, they'll do anything, you know, to get in this country, America, man, to basically become a citizen, you know, to be able to, you know, live like these so-called Americans over here, man. When all actuality, the illegal parents of the United States of America are you so-called white people, man. All right. Hey, because the Northern Kingdom, all right, including the tribe of Issachar, they were over here in this land before the so-called white man was ever here. So how could they possibly be illegal? All right. How could they be illegal when they was the first person to dwell in this land, man? All right, pursuing the second Esdras, man. I believe that's the 13th chapter, around the 40th verse, man. All right, because they was being oppressed, you know. They was being oppressed, so they came over here into the so-called New World, where never mankind dwelt, man. So how could the tribe of Issachar be illegal, man? All right. When back in the what, like when they came over here, man, Los Angeles, Texas, it was lots of states in America, you know, that were a part of the land of Mexico, man. You know, so how could these parents be illegal in this country, man, when they was here before the so-called white man, before you Edomites, man? All right. It says, the questions start pouring in immediately. Am I at risk of being detained even though I haven't committed any offenses? Yeah, you are at risk, man. All right. Hey, pursuant to what is that, Isaiah the 10th chapter, man? Because of these unrighteous decrees, man, that they wickedly prescribe. Yeah, you are at risk of being detained, man. All right. And no, you haven't committed an offense. All right. Basically, you know, you haven't profaned any commandments in the Bible by so-called being an illegal immigrant in a land. If that was the case, like I said, all these Edomites in the land of America, you know, they would be and under anguish and fear, man, over what happened to their children, man. All right. But that's those wicked and unrighteous decrees that the so-called white man set up, man. It says, what should I say to ICE if they ask me where I was born? Will massive raids happen in public spaces? As the Trump administration released its new immigration rules, immigrant rights groups have been grappling with an uptick in concerns. One of the most common, what happens to my child if I'm sent away? I'll tell you what happened to your child if you're sent away, man. All right, pursuant to the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, that's what's going to happen to your child if you send away. They're going to be sold into another people, man. That's what's going to happen to your children, man. All right. 28 and 32, is that? No, might have not hand. Yeah, this is Deuteronomy. No, I think it's 31. Oh, no, that's right. Deuteronomy 28 and 32, it says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. So that's what's going to happen when you so-called illegal immigrants, all right, mainly from the tribe of Issachar, all right, If y'all did y'all research, man, y'all could probably, hey, but at the end of the day, man, it's the Lord's will, man. Y'all not in His truth, man. I know because there's laws around it, man. You know, there's laws around it, but that's what's gonna happen to y'all children. They gonna be given into another people, man. They gonna put their ass in foster care. They gonna make your children, basically, they gonna try to make them indentured servants, man. All right, they gonna indoctrinate them with all they philosophies and things of that nature, man. They gonna raise them up to be a part of this society. Cause in all actuality, if your child was born here in America, man, they belong to the government anyway, man. Myself included, man. That's why we gotta get out of this place, man. Who in their right mind would want to come to a country like this, man? This country is ruled by a dictatorship, man. All right. They just try to, because when a person signs executive orders, man, that means you under a dictatorship, man. Salaki. So, who in their right mind would want to come to this country, America, man? You got to be a weak-minded person to not be able to make it where you originally from, man. Okay? It says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. So that's what's gonna happen to your children, man. If you get detained, they're gonna give your children to another people, pursuant to the curses of Deuteronomy, which further lets you know that you're an Israelite. All right. And it says, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. So you can be looking, you're gonna be sad, you're gonna be crying over your children, you're gonna be weeping, you're gonna be longing, wishing that they was with you. Wishing that you would have probably stayed in your in the country that you were born in, where you didn't have to go through this type of shit, man. All right. It says, and there shall be no might in thy hand. So, ain't nothing that you people are gonna be able to do about it, basically, man. It's not gonna be no might in thy hand. It's not gonna be any strength in thy hand. What can you do about it? It says in the U.S. there are roughly 5 million children under the age of 18 with at least one parent who's living in the country illegally. About 79% of those adolescents are U.S. citizens, according to the Migration Policy Institute. According to the Pew Research Center, 10% of the 11.1 million immigrants who are living in the country illegally live in Los Angeles and Orange counties. The details of Trump's immigration crackdown remain blurry. He's talked about mass deportations, but also said he wants to focus on individuals who have criminal records. That was also a focus of the Obama administration's immigration policy. The lack of specifics have fueled rumors and fears in immigrant communities. Right, and that's the Lord, man. He's putting the spirit on his devil, man. All right. Revelations 12:12, man. Rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, man. Roughly paraphrasing, because the devil is coming down upon you, have a great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time, man. So he got to get the ball rolling. Trump is trying to make America great again, man. All right, and America was at its greatest peak when the nation of Israel was in hardcore bondage, man. And that's what they want to bring it back to over here in America, man. It says Trump's promised crackdown has won praise from supporters who say people who broke the law coming into the country should be sent back. So why ain't these Edomites being sent back, man? All right, why ain't? Because it was no law established. Actually, it was, man. Hey, the law of the Bible, man. Pursuant to taking a man from his landmark, roughly paraphrasing. Let me see if I can get one that I'm thinking about. Because they broke the law. They was the first ones to break the law, man. The law of the Bible, These goddamn Edomites, man. This cool scripture, Micah 2:2, and they covet fields and take them by violence. Yeah, because that's how they got this land America, man. These Edomites, they took it by violence, man. They slaughtered the Native American, the Seminole Indians, the tribe of Reuben and Gad, Issachar. They was going to war with them and at the Alamo. All right. All right, they took it by violence, man. All right, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, man. So that's part of the Northern Kingdom's heritage, man. That y'all came over into this land. Y'all inherited this land, man, first. All right? And what they do, man, they took it by violence, man. It says Trump's promised crackdown has won praise from supporters who say people who broke the law coming into the country should be sent away. And that's the Edomites, man. That's that white privilege, man, that they have, though, man. They broke all the laws, man. They break their own laws every day, man. But there's no consequences for them, man. Because, like the scriptures say, man, I believe that's what? I believe it's 1 Timothy or 2 Timothy. 1 Timothy 1 and 9, see. Right, 1 Timothy 1 and 9, knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, but for the lawless and disobedient. That's what the so-called white man, why he came up with all these laws, man. Because in that time, we weren't being righteous men. We were being lawless and disobedient unto the law of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. So this so-called white man came in and created all these new laws, man. All right? It says, for the ungodly and for sinners. Yeah, we were being ungodly. We were being sinners. We were breaking the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, committing adultery, following after these idols, sacrificing the idols. It says, for unholy and profane. Yeah, we were profane. We were outside of the temple. For murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind. The Israelites, man, we defiled ourselves with mankind. We defiled ourselves with all these other nations, man. All right? Taking these other heathen women to wife, man. Popping them, having children with them. All right? It says for man stealers, for liars, for perjured persons. So yeah, for man stealers, man. Esau, man. All right, he's the number one man stealer, man. All right, so that's what the law was. The law was created for him, actually, man. All right, but like I said, he break all his laws anyway, man. For liars, Esau is he's a forger of liars, man. All right. The wicked are estranged from the womb. As soon as they be born, they be speaking lies, roughly paraphrasing, man. For perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine. Right, man. So that's why Esau he had the opportunity to come up with all these new laws, man, because the nation of Israel, they were doing what they wanted to do, man. All right. It says, but others have strongly criticized the president's tough rhetoric and say it's cruel to tear apart families. I can't expose them to the dangers. Guadalupe Galindo, who has lived in the U.S. illegally for 29 years, on the prospect of taking her children with her if she's deported to Mexico. Guardian slips and information sheets distributed to Los Angeles area immigrant families by aid organizations, Los Angeles Times. Guadalupe Galindo, 46, has lived in the United States for 29 years. If she's sent back to Mexico, she would leave her 10 and 8-year-old girls in the hands of her 24-year-old daughter. Though she says the distance would be painful, she won't fathom an alternative. Hey, right, man. So, all this is by the way of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Because like the scriptures say, man, you people want to come over here and y'all want to be like y'all want to be like the families of the earth, man. Let me see if I can get that real quick. Ezekiel, who's that? It's 20 and 32. Yeah, Ezekiel 20 and 32, it says, and that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all, that ye say we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries to serve wood and stone. So basically, you jakes that's from these other countries, man, All right. You want to be like the heathens, come over here in America, all right, and live the American dream, you know, and prosper, set up trust funds and things of that nature for your children, man. The Most High said, "And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all," man. All right. So y'all want to come over here in this country and make it, you know, prosper in this society, man. It's not gonna be at all, man. Yeah, she lived here for 29 years, man. That's the patience and long suffering of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, that he allowed, you know, this woman to live here for 29 years, man, with no consequences and repercussions, man. All right, but we're in the latter times, man. The pot is being stirred up, man. All right, the prophecies are starting to take place, man. Okay. All right, and with that, man, I pray that this video was edifying. I love to give all glory, honor, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation, blessing to the Akim pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim.